What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have got another banger. We have absolutely tormented Twitter yet again. We have put out another video showing different clips of what appears to be possibly aim assist or possibly aimbot. And we asked the question, let me know what you think it is in the comments below. And today we are going to be showing you some of the responses to that, as well as the original clips and where they were sourced from. So let's crack on with the video. So this is the original video we put out, and it shows 5 clips. I said, let's play a game. Any of these 5 clips aimbot, or are they all just aim assist? Now, I tried to make this one a little bit more interesting. I've tagged Rapool, Z-Laner, Diaz Biffle, The Boy Santana, Godku, Modern Warzone, Jake Sucky, Wagnificent, Codin 4K, and Huskers. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like any of these guys wanted to partake. I wonder why that is. Probably because they didn't want to get exposed for not knowing the difference between aim assist and aimbot. Although I think quite a few of these, know the difference. They just don't want to expose themselves. Now, some of you guys might remember Pound for Pound Gaming. This is somebody who commented on the original clip on our first episode of Let's Play a Game, right? Where we actually showed multiple instances from It's Happer's Rage Hack days, where he used to Rage Hack live on Facebook Gaming, and we put a video out exposing him. And he defended those clips by saying it looked like I had cut multiple frames out of one of them, when in fact it was just aimbot being used. Now, he's actually said here, if you didn't edit them in little spastic loops, it would be easier to tell. To which I actually responded to him saying there is enough information in each of these loops for someone to tell if it's aim assist or aimbot. Well, people with a brain. To which he said, well, LMAO, yes, okay. And it went on from there. He got a little bit heated. It went back and forth between him and somebody called Kakru. Now, of course, some people commented just being salty because they themselves got exposed the first time round. Now, I'm not looking to try and expose people like you guys watching the video. I'm not looking to try and make you look like a clown. But when you've got people completely defending a clip that is blatantly aimbot, I'm going to point it out. Now, Viper AU was one of the people who defended It's Happer's clips. And do you know why they did that? Because they thought it was clips of Z-Laner's gameplay. They felt like I had put 4 clips of Z-Laner's gameplay together and put them all in a video to try and catch people out. That is also the reason why I believe Codin 4K did not want to pass comment on it. And he hasn't passed comment on this one either. Viper AU says, holy hell, running at less than 1 like an hour on this latest fire post. Give it up and get back in the gym. Might get more traction calling out midget streamers again. So again, he's showing signs that he's really butthurt at the fact that he got exposed for defending somebody who was clearly using Rage Hack settings in Call of Duty Warzone. Sorry, Viper AU, you're a bit of a clown. Now, this comment here stood out to me from Hazebe Efende Halid Ile Mula Hazela, right? But his at is just Zopai Nan. So I hope I pronounced that right. If I butchered it, I do apologise. I don't speak whatever language that name is. But he said number 3 is no debate, or is a no debate one. Number 5, it seems like a macro. Okay, so he believes that number 3 in these clips that I've shown in this latest episode is the most blatant one, the no debate one, the one that you cannot debate as being anything other than aimbot. Now, we will be getting into the clip shortly, but this is one last reply from John Paul Fitzpatrick, and I respect the way he went into detail about his response. Number 1 looks sus since they're firing at a barrier of some kind before the snap to the target. Number 2 doesn't look very snappy. Tiny snap if so. Number 3 looks sus. Not sure about that air one. Seems a wobble after the movement, and 5 is hard to tell. I respect the honesty, and I respect the fact that you actually thoroughly analysed the clips to the point you were able to give your thoughts on each and every single individual one. But now, guys, we are going to go into the video that I actually posted on Twitter, and let me know in the comments before the end of the video which ones you think are aimbot or aim assist. Okay, so now you guys have seen the clips. I want you to let me know down below which ones you believe are in fact aimbot or aim assist, or do you think they are all aimbot? Lock it in. Comment down below. I'm not going anywhere yet. Giving yourself some time. No, come on. Right, we're going to go and show you now exactly where we got every single one of these clips from. And we will tell you whether or not it is aimbot or aim assist. Let's go. Okay, so guys, clip 1 and clip 4 were both from the same video, on a video that we put out of a streamer called Average Player, and we're going to show you exactly why both of those clips were in fact aimbot. The best part of this, guys, is that the first clip and the fourth clip were in fact pre-game lobby kills. Now, I did edit them to the point where you couldn't tell if he was mouse and keyboard. As you can tell, just after that first kill, he gets a little icon popping up telling him to reload, which shows a mouse icon. So I did have to crop that short because I wanted people to try and see if they knew the difference between aimbot and aim assist. And we all know you can't get aim assist legitimately on keyboard and mouse. So this was clip 1, where he shoots through the fence and it locks onto the enemy. Now, the reason it had a little bit of a jitter and a struggle is because aimbot will malfunction when there are things like a fence, a railing or a window involved in it, and it can cause a jitter. But it goes on from there, and this next one is now clip 4. Now, remember, people's actually said in the comments they didn't deem this one to be too sus. And I do respect that because of the way that I cropped that clip, right? But you can still see, even after he'd used all the bullets in that clip, he was still locked onto the enemy. So the aimbot snapped on, stayed perfectly on target. And when I say perfectly, we've seen other streamers locking on more perfect than this. It actually still wobbles on the crosshair from that moment. And we'll show you again now, as he aims at this guy who's fallen from the sky. We'll show you now, we'll put it into 0.25 speed just quickly, and we'll play it through now. The crosshair, the red dot, wobbles to the left and right of the enemy still as the enemy's moving, but you can clearly tell that aimbot is locked on at that moment. We clearly know this is the case now anyway, due to the fact that he is on keyboard and mouse. So clip 1 and clip 4 were in fact aimbot. So clip number 2 and clip number 5 were both from this video of Light Rogue, who, by the way, got permabanned after being exposed by me for using cheats in Call of Duty Warzone 1. Now, this is somebody who was blatantly using aimbot and locking onto enemies. Now, his aim seems very similar to those we've seen in the past from large streamers, but they get defended. Light Rogue did not. 2.4k thumbs up, 46,000 views 2 years ago. February the 3rd, 2021. Let's show you the clips now. So he's running up the stairs in this clip. He goes up the ladder. As he's going up the ladder, you actually see him peeking the enemy through the wall. There is clear wall hacks in use there, but look at that aimbot snapping and locking on. And this is actually clip number 5. So clip 2 and clip 5 were in fact very close together. Now, people actually stated they could see a snap in clip 2, but weren't sure about clip 5. Looked more like a macro, somebody said. But let's slow them down now, so I want you to pay attention to just how much he locks onto this enemy. The first enemy is more blatant than the second. He jumps up here. Watch his crosshair now. He starts shooting first. This, by the way, is an indication that he has his aimbot set on to not while he aims down sight, but it toggles on when he starts to fire, meaning that his crosshair wasn't on target straight away. He started shooting, which is why there were instantly some missed bullets until the crosshair found the enemy. Once it finds the enemy, it locks onto said enemy and does not move away from them until they're in cover or downed. So watch again, and just watch how perfect his aim tracks the enemy. Locks on there, dink, and sticks to that point. That is pixel perfect tracking until the enemy goes down. When he transfers over, this is now clip 5 that we're looking at. He's already got an idea that enemy's coming from there, by the way. Bear in mind, there was no indication on this, so this actually showed wall hacks as well. But for the game, we were just focusing on the aimbot. And you can clearly see here, he starts shooting and then it locks on until the enemy goes down. Once the enemy goes down, tracks him to the floor, but not perfectly. So we actually had his aimbot set so it was shooting at players who were up, but not while they were down. And we actually exposed this in the video. And you guys can go and check out any of these videos. And when we do play these games more in future, you can go back to my channel and try and find these clips if you're really interested. But now let's have a look who was clip free. One that was stated as being one of the most blatant clips in amongst the 5 shown. Now this is by far the favourite clip for me, because this is the one people were deeming as the most sus in amongst clips of other people who have been permabanned, who are blatant cheaters, who were clearly locking on with keyboard and mouse. And this right here was in fact Diaz Biffle. Now there was somebody who guessed it right in the comments, I believe 2 people in fact. The reason I didn't actually respond to you was because obviously I wanted this video to go up. It was posted 2 years ago. Let's have a look at the date quickly. On May the 8th, 2021, 46,000 views, 2k likes. People understood back then who was cheating and who wasn't. And Diaz Biffle is clearly using aimbot in this clip. So you can clearly see the person on the floor, which was the big clue in this clip, is Super Evan, who constantly plays with Diaz Biffle at this moment in time. So you can see now he's playing upright, doesn't know where the enemy is. Bing, 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 right? Clear aimbot snap at that moment. There's no other way to discuss this other than knowing that that in fact is aimbot locking on. It has extremely similar mechanisms, if not identical, to some of the clips we showed in amongst the videos where we played Let's Play a Game on Twitter. It shows clear signs of aimbot, and people back then didn't really defend it too much. People said, oh, hang on, Diaz Biffle needs to explain this one. And guess what? He never did. He never did truly explain himself, ever. In fact, he just ignored it. He aims down sight, over here now at the fence, starts shooting, think, and then snaps up to the enemy in the window. That right there is an aimbot snap, and it was Diaz Biffle, and it was the most blatant in amongst 5 total clips, with 4 others being of exposed cheaters, permaban cheaters, and people using keyboard and mouse locking on pixel perfect. Now maybe I should have actually waited and built up a little bit of rapport, built up a little bit of a foundation for this before I'd done the first video. Unfortunately now people are scared to comment. Listen, if you go over there and give an honest opinion like Fitzpatrick, I think it was, or Fitzgerald, then that is the best way to do it, because you're just giving your opinion, and some people might see things as sus and not. People might not understand what aimbot is. But this purpose of all of these videos I'm making is simple. Notice how none of the streamers I tagged wanted to comment on it. Do you know why? Because they would expose themselves, or potentially a friend, for cheating. If they were to look at any of them clips, they don't know who they are. They might expose their favourite streamer. They might expose their best friend. They might expose themselves if they say that it's aimbot. But this just shows as well that they will protect each other. They won't comment on things like this. They won't give an honest opinion, because they will lie through their teeth about who is and who isn't cheating. The chances are quite a lot of those top Call of Duty streamers are running cheats, and have been since Warzone 1. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video again? Did you guess right from clip 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5? Let me know down below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future uploads. And if you guys want to contact me about any streaming, no matter how big or small, the best place is over on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. And guys, one last thing before we go. So guys, as you're aware, I'm partnered with Supreme CBD, who offer some absolutely amazing products. You've got these CBD cubes, which is something that I hadn't tried before. I tried multiple of their other gummies, but all it takes is like 2 or 3 of these, sometimes a little bit more, and they literally within 5 minutes calm your nerves. So a couple of minutes after I've eaten these, I will literally be sat here quite chilled out. They don't make you feel any way, but they will just calm that anxiety and that stress. So if you guys want to get your hands on some of these CBD cubes or any of their other edibles, go to the link in the description below and use code BBB40 at checkout to save 40%.